Good morning, children. I already started, but you didn't get the video, I believe, because sir has sent the same video as per my observation. He has sent the same video twice, so you take it only once. And now I will start the civics part, that is the president and the vice president. Very important chapter. Civics chapter, all five are very important. And here I am going to teach you the importance of the president and the vice president. So what role the president plays in our country, how important is presence, and in what way the constitution gives the responsibility to him according to article 53(1), how the constitution gives the importance for his work, I will let you know. So I will continue the first, that is second chapter, the president and the vice president. President and the vice president. So we will find here according to article 53(1), article 53(1), the constitution states that the president is the constitutional head, that is, his executive powers lies with the union. Executive powers lies with the president, and he takes completely responsibility. That means executive means, I already told you, function. So all the council of ministers are responsible to the president, and he takes care of complete responsibility of all of the nation. So here we will find the executive power is given to him in the union level, and he completely handles, and the president will exercise his power directly or indirectly. He completely exercises his power directly or indirectly. Directly or any other subordinate. Any other subordinate in the sense, when he is not able to execute his power and he appoints someone else, so the work should be continued. So that is what the constitution in the article 53(1), the constitution states. Comes to the president. President, we are talking about the president once again. Why the president? So the president is the constitutional head. Constitutional head. I am writing short form. Listen to me what I am teaching you. It is constitutional head. He is a constitutional head, and he takes completely the position. His position, since he is a constitutional head, his position is just like a king. Okay? Position is just like a king who takes completely responsibility. But our country is, if it is United States and all, it is different. Whereas in the United States, usually the king or the person who is appointed is not directly responsible for the executive or the legislative head, but here they are some other alternative. But here it is mentioned according to the constitution, he has a complete executive powers on the union. So in that way, everything comes in the name of the president and goes in the name of the president. That is what executive head. And without his assent means the signature, no bills will become an act. No bills will become an act. So that is what president is very, very important. And without his position is like king, not like America, the monarchy, the kingdom is ruled by a a king, but here he has the position because ours is the parliamentary system of government. So people are elected by us, and from there they will be whomever we are choosing to be our representative, like MPs and MLAs. So those people become the members of this, and then he is completely their response. That is what I said, the parliamentary system of government, democratic country, and ours is not the, what to say, like the president who is completely responsible. And once again, coming to the president election is indirect election. So that is how our country goes on, and the position of a president. And coming to the qualification that is needed, qualification you know. Every person, he or she is a citizen of our country, only can be the members or can get the opportunity of being the member of any of the department in our country. A citizen who is a citizen of other country, or the person cancel the citizenship, went to other country, coming back, and again, so such people also, we are not giving any importance. Okay, we are not giving any importance. So, compulsory he or she must be citizens of our country, and age is 35 years. Age should be 35 years or more than that, not less than that. And if he or she is already working in the government post, already they are enjoying the opportunity of gaining all the important from the government, so not necessary to once again become, so that is important for others. So that is how the important, even the insolvent or any person who is unsound in mind and not fit, when a person is unable to take decision, unable to understand what others are doing, such people are not fit to be the leaders of our country. And beside that, I can also say, and if at all they are having any criminal cases and imprisoned and so on, such people also will not get any importance. But how the members can give important, or who can stand for the president. So here the president, to stand for the president, people most of the time what happens, people try to give name. Everyone gives important their names and they want to become famous. To avoid that, so the constitution has made different things, that the person who is going to become a president, so only they will be choosing 4 members, and those who are depositing 15,000, they should deposit 15,000, and all the forms which has filled, every block, everything should be filled without a gap. Even one little gap also, it will be rejected. And beside that, the people present, at least 50% should vote whether the person can become the members to become a candidate. So otherwise it will be rejected. So like that the seats will be allotted, and that is the procedure according to the constitution. So coming to the election of the president. How president will be elected? President election is indirect election, not direct election. President election is indirect election. So here elected members of the parliament, that is MPs of both the house, okay, MLAs of state assembly, okay, state assembly, and the members of the union territories of Delhi and Puducherry. So these members also have the opportunity of electing the president. Okay, electing the president. So, why it is indirect election, not direct election? Because members of the MPs and MLAs are directly elected by us, and the Prime Minister is appointed by President, and it is a formality according to the Constitution. But why not President? I said President is the constitutional head of our country, and he will to find. We have 600 billion of people in our country. How can you recognize who is capable and able to be the head of our country? It is impossible. So in order to avoid incompetent person who is not worthy and who knows nothing about our country and having no knowledge, such person we cannot elect. So because of that only, so these whom we are elected, our own representative have the opportunity of who stands on behalf of us. So they take the opportunity, they will be knowing who is the person who can take care of the complete responsibility of our country. So they elect through the electoral college. Electoral college. These are called electoral college. So MPs of the both houses, that means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and MLAs of the State Assembly and the Union Territories of Delhi and Puducherry. So these members together they elect the President of our country. So here how this will be, the calculation I would like to say. For example, now population of the state divided by MPs into 1000. Okay. So when it is divided, the MLAs, so the value of the MLAs you will be, the value of MLAs you will be getting, and if at all you take, for example, you have got your reminder has come 300 here. Maybe 9,60,000 and all when it comes, the reminder will come only 300. When you get which state gets 300, so no seats will be, this is cancelled. The reminder should be 500, then the value of one seat will be added. Because the reminder should come 500, then one seat will be added. This is how the seats are added to the Lok Sabha. Because Lok Sabha members are many in number, they are also elected directly by us, and because of that we have 550, but present we have only 545. So these are, the members are chosen or elected from the state assemblies according to the population. The seats are reserved. If you go to the list how the seats are allotted, so you will know how it is given importance. So that is what I said. So here the 500 it comes, so one seat will be added. So what is the value of the president? So how many seats should be there to confirm that he is elected? So here 500 divided by 2, 500, if it is divided by 2, then you will get 250. So reminder 250 and plus 1 is added. So total seat should be 251 up to there. If we get, this is the first preference. We have 3 preference. First, second and third. 3 preference. The first preference, if a person gets 251 will be added, that person is elected. If not, if they are not got, for example, I consider this is A, then first one is A, second B and C, D you consider. For example, A got some 100 vote you believe, 100, and here B got some, okay, 120, C got some 75 and D got only 50. So here the which one got the least number, that is D. So taking into consideration D will be removed from there. So it will be distributed, these votes will be distributed to the other 3. For example, 50. So who got the highest value here? So here you will be adding plus 30, and the next highest is here plus 15 and here 5. Okay, so this is the second preference. And the third, first preference completed, and second preference, next highest is this C. So 80. 80, out of 80 here plus 50 will be added. Yes, and 30. So once again, here you got 200. The next, so this is second preference. So with this, like this, until you get only 3 preference, first and second. Third preference it will be, if the number comes in 250 and 1 will be added, that person will be the president of our country. In this concern, they will be taking into consideration the president will be elected in this form. So coming to I'll just finish here. So after this, the procedure of this will go in this manner. Later the oath. The president takes the oath, and before that, the election of the president is only with the consent to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court. Once Supreme Court decides and it is final, and there will be no one to question. In case any malpractice or anything, so if it comes to the notice of the Supreme Court, it will take into consideration, but others cannot decide anything. Once the president is elected, so completely the Supreme Court takes care and everything will come under the Supreme Court itself. So next comes to the oath of the president. The president takes the oath in front of the Chief Justice of India. Very important question. In front of whom the president takes the oath? He takes the oath in front of the Chief Justice of our country, India, and he is promised to be worthy enough and according to the constitution, so he takes care of it, and that is how the president will be appointed and he takes care of it. So with this I'll stop, and next comes with the impeachment, and after impeachment once again I'll continue with the functions and the powers of the president. Thank you.